Hi, I'm Jenny from the plot, and this is my allotment. Welcome to my lady garden.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. I'm down to earth.
A little update on the bird feeder situation. Maybe some of it's gone. I think I did fill it right up to the top and there's about 1 centimetre, but that was last week. I thought the birds would be hungrier than that. What is it? Is it the seed? Do they not like the seed? Is it the position? What am I doing wrong? Do I need to advertise? I don't know. Anyway, buoyed up by the massive success of my bird feeder, I bought another one. And I bought it mainly because it looked a little bit like my shed. So it is cute though. So I have another of these shepherd's crooks. Yeah, so I'm going to stick it on the end of the rhubarb bed, which is right in front of the bench, which might not be the best plan, but it's not like I'm sitting there all the time disturbing the wildlife. So I think it will be okay. We'll see how it goes. If I have to move them, I have to move them. So let's do that now. Quite heavy, that one, because it's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I think what I need to do is strengthen those very flimsy shepherd's crooks, and if in doubt, use gaffer tape. Right, the plan is to take these massive long bamboo canes, they're really long ones, stick it in the ground right next to the shepherd's crook, drive it in really deep, and then gaffer tape it to the pole. What do you reckon? I also had the idea that, because this is another ridiculous fancy of mine, I've always wanted some bunting at the plot. I know it's frivolous, but it looks so pretty in the summer. And if I could saw a little notch on the top of the bamboo canes before I stick them in, obviously, because they're really tall. In the summer, I could hook some bunting onto them as well. Would that scare away the birds? I don't know if I'm the best person to look after wildlife, to be honest. Right, we just want a little notch. Can you see that? Little notch. There we go. I think I could slot some bunting onto that. And also, before I stick it in the ground, safety first, right? Ah! That was going to look so cool and smooth. But no, I need a bigger hole in my little ball. A lot of people use these little, they're like ball pit balls, for kids' play pits. But they're pretty handy for popping on the end of a cane so you don't poke your eye out. Take two. Safety first. Oh no, now it's too big. That's not going to stay on. That's so wobbly. Oh Lord. Okay. Let's see how far we can get it into the ground. There we go, that's gone into the ground a good 1.5 foot, I reckon. Yeah, so I'm going to gaffer tape the shepherd's crook to the stick to kind of make it a bit more sturdy. Shout out to Kimberly at the Giggle Garden, who is also a gaffer tape fan. Hiya! Right, here we go. Nice and tight. One lower down. Now we've just got to do the same for the other one. They look like some sort of weird Victorian lamppost. Don't know if you can see the top. Can you see the top? My plot is getting stranger and stranger. It's like you've just come through the wardrobe into Narnia. And now for the main job of the day. I want to turn the back of this bench into little mini planters. They're not huge cavities at the back, but I think they'll do, maybe for a couple of nasturtiums. And the dream is to make some sort of wire hoops to arch over the back so that I can train the nasturtiums up them and have a, you know, like a flowery throne. I'm going to use some old compost bags. Okay, so the plan is I've turned a couple of old compost bags inside out, and I'm going to just staple them into the cavities because they actually fit pretty well. I'm going to roll the tops down to sort of strengthen them, and we'll see how we go with that. That was actually quite hard work. Now for the other side. And here's the finished product. Not particularly pretty, but I think they'll hold. So next I'm going to poke a few holes in the bottom of the compost bags for drainage. That was by far the funnest bit so far. Finally, I'm going to see if I can make a wire arch with these things. These are they're pretty flimsy kind of wire connecting hoops for, I used to use them at home for the strawberry beds. I don't know if it'll work, but And give it a try and see. So you just connect them together with these little metal things. I reckon 3 would do a nice arch. If I did them crossing maybe, so one going that way, corners to corner, and one going the other way. Let's try that. I don't quite know how I'm going to fix them onto the actual bench. How can I fix that? How can I fix that? Oh, take care, Andy. See you soon.
Switch the light off when you leave.
I will do. It's my plot neighbour Andy telling me to switch the light off when I leave. He's lovely. Okay. Now, the options for fixing: gaffer tape. I could try. I've got some different kinds of staples. I could try. I'm going to have a look. What are those staples for? Well, they went in okay, but they look, the cross section of them looks like it might go round one of those little wires and hold it in place. See what happens. I think I'm going to have to get right in there. Okay. Are you going to work? Yes! Oh, if I can show you a close-up of how beautifully that worked, I will do that in a minute. It's just very fiddly. Oh no, where did that go? That was the one I fixed in. What is it? Oh man. Undeterred, I'm going to try again. I'm going to show you a close-up because you need to understand how great that looks like it should work. Can you see those little hoopy staples have just clipped right round that wire? And it's pretty sturdy. So I do think it's worth persevering. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure it will look better once it's got nasturtiums growing up it. But that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this random video of me pottering about with staple guns and gaffer tape. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.